Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, my fantastic family and friends? It is your boy, Mr. Dominique, aka the Scorpio King, baby. Right back at you with another episode of Dom's World. From right up top, you got your world and I got mine. This lovely morning, let's get right into chopping it up, okay? And what are we chopping up this morning? Well, family, I'd like to talk about how I want to encourage my fellow brothers and sisters who do the same thing I do, my counterparts, my brethren who come on YouTube and love to spread the gospel, spread the good news, encourage, inspire, motivate, elevate, enlighten, all those good things. I want to encourage anyone who wishes to do the same thing, wishes to follow in our footsteps and do the same thing. I want to encourage you to start healing. Start healing before speaking. Okay? Start healing before speaking. I encourage you to do that. Now, this is just my opinion. If you feel the need right now, if you feel the spirit is moving you right now to pick up the camera and record your story and start talking, then by all means, you do that. All right. But just if I'm giving my advice, if I'm giving my opinion, I encourage my brothers and sisters to start healing before you start speaking. All right. Let's chop this up. Chop, chop. Now, family, in my humble opinion, I'm saying don't teach, don't lead, don't coach, or speak from a place of hurt, regret, and or pain. Okay? So please make sure you're listening to the content so you can really understand what I'm saying. Okay? I want you to understand. I want you to get this. Please, I encourage you to listen. All right? Don't teach, don't lead, don't coach, don't speak from a place of hurt, pain, and or frustration or regret. None of that. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Don't teach, don't lead, don't come on here and do this and you're hurting, you're full of pain, you're living with regret and frustration. Stay with me, listen to me. When I watch content and the speaker is pretty much venting and just sharing their pain and frustrations and regret, then what I notice in the comment section is a comment section full of victims, full of people who are just sharing their pain and regrets. Okay? Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that should not ever be something that happens. That's okay to happen sometimes. But if you're coming here to spread the gospel, then that means you're coming here to spread good news. Okay? If you're coming here to speak about Yahweh, if you're coming here to speak about a spiritual connection to God, a spirituality, then again, we're talking about something positive. We're talking about some good news. So you don't want to use this platform where we come here to elevate people and to encourage people, inspire people, enlighten people, uplift people. You don't want to use this platform to just air your grievances. You don't want to use this platform to just talk about regret and your past regrets and negativity and only your frustrations. You hear me? You hear what I'm saying? Not only do you want to use this platform for those things, you're going to confuse the listeners. All right? Now, it's okay to do this sometimes. But the goal is to heal people, right? I mean, am I not thinking of this correctly? The goal is to heal people. The goal is to help people, to try to make them feel better after watching your content, right? Am I on the right path? We don't want people to feel worse or to remain a victim after watching our content. Now, I don't know what your reasoning for coming on to YouTube and speaking on this platform and speaking to the chosen ones. I can't speak for anybody else but myself. But I would assume that anything involving God, you would have to be trying to help people. You would have to be trying to uplift people. You would have to be talking about positivity. You would have to be trying to move people towards the light and away from the darkness. It don't make any other sense to me. It doesn't make sense any other way to me. To be talking to the chosen ones and all you're doing is living in your hurt. All you're doing is venting your frustrations and your pain and your hurt. You're using the platform to air your grievances. You need a therapist. You need a session of therapy. Instead of you coming on here and trying to speak to people, you need to be sitting on someone's couch and you need to be spoke to. You need to be sitting with someone and having a conversation about how you feel. And not necessarily being on here trying to show people the correct way, show people the light, lead people to the light. You're distracting people from the real purpose of what we do as chosen ones. You coming on here and all you're doing is having a therapy session. And all you're doing is giving people more reasons to vent and cry and be victims. You're giving them a platform to be a victim on. At a certain level of spirituality, at a certain level of spiritual maturity, and or just plain common sense, you can hear the hurt in a person's voice and you can see it in their eyes. So when you come on YouTube and you're a content provider and you're trying to help people, you're trying to show people the light and lead them from the darkness, this is why I say heal yourself first, or make sure you're in the process of at least healing. It's okay to come on here and speak and you're in the process of healing, because then you can share that with someone. You can share that with your listeners. You can share the process of healing versus sharing the process of being a victim. But when you have people like myself who are spiritually mature and who are at a certain level of spirituality in our lives, discernment and clairvoyance, awareness, accountability, when you come on this channel and you speak, like some people who come on the channel and speak, I can hear the hurt in their voice. I can hear the hurt in their voice, and I can see it in their eyes. And especially if they're talking about their parents or their family members or their friends, and they're talking about narcissism or jealousy or envy, certain things where people get hurt and get betrayed. When the content creators are talking about those subjects, I can tell when they're hurting from those subjects that they're speaking on. I can see it in their eyes. I can hear it in their voice. It is very clear to me that they themselves have not gotten over what they're trying to tell you to get over. It is very apparent to me and a lot of other people who are spiritually mature in their spirituality. They can see it in your eyes. They can hear it in your voice. And, you can't lead people from a place of hurt and frustration and regret and pain. You can't show people the way because you still need to be shown the way. Does this make sense? This is why I'm encouraging you to be in the process of healing, or to at least have already healed yourself before you come here and you do this. You can't help people if you're still hurting, if you're still living with regret and you haven't healed yourself. I just went over that. I'm going through my notes, but that's facts. What can you do for me? How can you help me get past my hurt if you're still hurt? I come to you and talk to you about my hurt, and then all of a sudden the conversation turns into us talking about your hurt because you're seeking help as well too. But I thought I could come to you for help. Isn't that why you on this platform? I thought I could come to you for help, but I came to you for help and you started talking about your pains. We forgot about mine and we started talking about yours. You know why? Because you're still hurting. Make sense? When you're in this position, people are going to come to you. People are going to ask you questions, ask you things, come to you for advice, for guidance, for leadings. They assume that's why you're here. Let me get through my notes, baby. Let me get through it. We're going to talk. The reason I say you can't come here and teach from a place of hurt and pain, because what you get is people agreeing with you, telling you they feel your pain. Remember this, family. Misery loves company. And some people love playing a victim. You know people like that. They love playing a victim. They love accusing everybody of screwing them over. Everything that's gone wrong in their life is everybody else's fault but theirs. Some people love playing a victim. And misery loves company. So when you come on this channel, and just think about it. If you observe content, just think about content that you see out there where people are telling you a sad story in their content. Look how many views it has. Look at the comment section. Look how many people are sharing the same experience and feeling the same pain. Misery loves company. People love to hear when you're miserable so that they can quickly say, I'm miserable too. Let's be miserable together. Misery loves company. All it takes is one person to come out here and say, I'd like to come on here and share a story about how my parents neglected me. And the comment section will be full of thousands and thousands, if not millions of people saying, I share the same experience. And you get everybody in there just talking about how bad they feel that their parents neglected them. Versus a comment section full of people who are telling you how to get past your parents neglecting you, how they've healed from their parents neglecting them, how they've gotten over it and beaten it and went on to become successful in spite of their parents neglecting them. Does this make sense? Now, this is just my opinion. I'm going to say this one more again. I feel as content providers, we should be healing. We should be healing and or have already healed before coming here and speaking on such topics as hurt, pain, frustration, regret, God, spirituality. We should be someone who is in a process of healing or has already healed. That's just my opinion. In closing, not everyone is a leader. And I do understand that. I do. I just encourage my brothers and sisters who are doing this to be aware of their hurt, their pain, their past. Be cautious of drawing more misery and victims to your channel. And be careful what you choose to focus on. I sincerely mean that. Content creators, my brothers, my sisters who come on here and do the same thing. Be careful what you choose to focus on. And just because you come up with a video where you airing your grievances and you're sharing your pain and it got a lot of views, doesn't mean you need to do everything catered to that type of video, that type of content. Remember your purpose for coming here. Your purpose for coming here wasn't so you can get everybody to give you a bunch of likes, a bunch of views, and a bunch of subscribers. At least I hope it wasn't. The purpose was to come here and do what God put on your heart to do. The purpose was to come here and help people. The purpose was to come here and spread the gospel, the good news. And if you are sincerely here for that reason, then you will not cater your content towards the video that got the most views. Because chances are the video that got the most views is one of the videos where a lot of people were able to jump in there and share their same grievances, air their grievances, and talk about how hurt they all were. In time, sooner or later, the video that you have with the most views will be a video that you meant to put out there for a reason of helping people, and it's going to get to all the right people, and God's going to see to it that that video gets seen by thousands and thousands of people. Be patient, take your time, but remember the reason you came here is to spread the good news, is to do God's work, and to help people. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted by a bunch of likes, a bunch of views, and a bunch of subscriptions, people subscribing to your channel. Don't get distracted by that. Just do what you came here to do and let the rest work itself out. You feel me? If you like what you hear, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for all notifications, like and share your boy videos. I am Mr. Dominique, aka the Scorpio King, saying peace and one love. Keep your vibrations up, all the way up here at all times. Stay blessed. I love you, my fellow brothers and sisters. When I watch content and I can see the hurt and I can hear the pain in your eyes, it just hurts me to see that, you're trying to help people, but how can you help people if you're still hurting yourself? Just think about that, okay? Would you want to take advice from someone who's still hurting themselves? Would you take advice from someone who is still hurting themselves? So why should you expect anyone to take your advice if you're still hurting yourself? Be real, be honest, be truthful. You know who you are. Stay blessed. I love you. Your boy is out.